right, so we're going to go live now to a developing story in Limpopo. Our reporter Moloko Moloto is joining us now from Mokopane. Now, Moloko, it seems there was a bit of a standoff between municipal workers who were trying to block councillors in Mokopane, who were trying to access the building to have a council meeting. And this is all in relation to a municipal manager that the mayor wants to keep in place despite a Mogalakwena court ruling saying he should go. Just take us to what exactly happened with this confrontation, because eventually the police moved in. Tell us more.
Hi, Sally. Well, a short while ago, when we did a last crossing with you, our viewers would recall that we showed them visuals of the workers of Mogalakwena local municipality who were blockading the gate. They basically did not allow the councillors to walk into a council meeting. But before that, we were told, it was before we arrived, that the same workers actually went or stormed into a building and kicked out the mayor and members of his EXCO who were caucusing before that council meeting that was scheduled for 1 o'clock. So it was never held since then, and as a result, the councillors had to stand outside. But then a short while ago, while we were still here and the workers were still blockading the gate, the police who were here already have had to call a backup. Upon the arrival of those police in Nyala, they tried to negotiate with the workers to open a case and allow workers to go into a council chamber. The workers did not allow, and as a result, a confrontation or pandemonium ensued. The workers pelted the police and the other people who were on the other side of the gate with stones, and as a result, they had also used a municipal vehicle to block that gate. Now, the police have had to fire rubber bullets and they chased away those workers. I'm really at this point in time not too sure if there are any injuries, but that was a standoff that lasted for approximately 4 to 5 minutes. At the center here, Sally, is that the municipality appointed a new municipal manager sometime last month, and obviously that was a process that was led by the mayor along with some of the people who were on the panel who favored this particular municipal manager to take the reins. Now, there were some members of council who were unhappy with the process that was followed, and they challenged that decision in the High Court in Polokwane. And we saw in the past 2-3 days, the High Court in Polokwane deciding to set aside the appointment of this municipal manager, saying that the processes were not followed. Now, we are told that in this special council, the mayor was, among other things, going to inform council of reasons why he is going to appeal that High Court judgment. Obviously, the workers got wind of that, and they then decided that he must actually not even appeal that High Court judgment. They are saying that if he is appealing, he must not use the funds of the municipality, because some of the things, as we were talking to them earlier, they were saying, look, we are paid less. Apparently, they are paid way less in terms of the grading of the municipality. So they are saying, look, don't waste more money. Rather, allow the High Court judgment to stay. That man must not be a municipal manager and start afresh. So that is what we saw. Unfortunately, I'm unable to confirm at this point in time if there were people who were injured, but the bricks were flying all over, Sally.
My word. So at the heart of it, really, we have trouble at a district municipal level. Workers are very unhappy that the mayor is trying to appeal a court judgment which clearly said the municipal manager shouldn't be in place. You mentioned that the processes weren't followed, but for the municipal workers to be so angry, it suggests there's more at play here. Is it anger over allocation of funds and a sense that the mayor might be wasting council money? Or are there other issues at play here? Just give me the broader context of how this municipality has been running.
Well, Sally, this municipality has been hogging headlines for all the wrong reasons, not only now, for over a decade, really. And I would really cut the long story short. This new council that got into office at sometime in November following the 2021 elections. Obviously, it has, in terms of legislation, has to appoint certain senior officials whose term of office will be compatible with the new council. And obviously, the municipal manager falls in that category. So there's nothing wrong really in this municipality appointing a new municipality. But now the problem is that on the day this municipal manager was appointed, obviously this municipal manager must be appointed by council, even though the interviewing and selection process would have been done by a committee that is chaired by the mayor. But he must then go to council and say, as the committee or selection or recruitment committee, this is the person we think ought to be appointed, and council can deny or approve such a decision. So that process was problematic because that particular council was actually abandoned, and at some point the speaker, who is the chairperson of council, has actually sent out a message to councillors to say this council meeting has been postponed. But it appears a certain section of the municipality went ahead and then elected an acting speaker of that day because the actual speaker was not present, and then they approved this new municipal manager. And as I said, then some happy councillors went to court, and the court said this appointment was unprocedural, so they have to start afresh. That is what one of the reasons really that angers the workers here. But there's a plethora of issues relating to poor governance and a whole lot of investigations that are done by the SIU.
Yeah, so we're seeing a host of problems in the Mokopane area, which is, of course, about 50, 60 kilometers southwest of Polokwane. But you've just explained so well that those municipal problems are indicative of an area in a bit of a governance crisis. And thank you for bringing us the very latest from that region. That's our reporter, Moloko Moloto.